A lot of people ask me, what is a circumplex? It's not a term we use every day. The circumplex is a frame, it's a model through which we interpret how people are thinking, how they behave, and the impact that they're having. And also it describes the cultural styles in an organisation. Typically, when you look at it, it's round. It has 3 clusters of colour, blue, red, green, and it has a lot of rings. It looks a little bit like a radar, and then it's got a bit of a clock face, 1, 2, 3, that actually numbers each of the 12 styles. The way to think about the circumplex is it kind of gives you a portal through which you can interpret different types of behaviours, whether you're looking at leadership, whether you're looking at teams, whether you're looking at the organisational norms. And the way it does that is that it's made up of 12 different styles that are divided into the 3 clusters. Now, each of these styles describes a specific pattern that fall on a task orientation, which means that we lean towards focusing on task, or it focuses on people. So we lean towards focusing on people. Now, this is where the colour comes in. The colour's super important. So if the colour's more on the task side, it means that you're more sort of leaning, oriented to prioritising the job and activity. If it's more on the people, then you're more focused in terms of building relationships, internal networking. Now, of course, you can be both. It just gives us an idea of what it is that you are paying attention to. The other thing that it does is give us a sense of what's motivating you as you're doing your job and you're interacting with people. So when we talk about what's motivating you, we're interested in what needs you're trying to meet. And so if the colour's above the line, we're talking about you're trying to meet your satisfaction needs. So if you think about satisfaction, it's what happens when we're clear about what we do. We enjoy the work that we do. We think we're making a difference. We've got a great team of people around us, and we've got a leader that runs cover for us. So when we can say we've got all of that happening in our life, we feel confident, we're comfortable in our own skin. We get a lot of colour above the line. Humans being humans, that isn't always the way it is. Sometimes we'll have colour below the line, and that usually means that we might be in a position of feeling some stress, we might be fatigued, or it could simply mean that over the years we've learnt some strategies that are more about feeling safe and protective rather than growth and excellence in the satisfaction zone. So we use the circumplex as a way of mapping the results through the surveys that people do. So if you're a leader and you want to get feedback from your boss, your peers, your direct reports, we would use a survey. You would complete one, and all your reviewers would complete the same questions, another. And then we would give this back to you in the shape of the circumplex, so you could see where the colour is, how much colour there is, and what really matters is what the pattern around that means. And we have accredited practitioners who are skilled at helping you interpret that so that you can walk through and walk away with a real understanding of what are the key things you need to work on in order to maximise your effectiveness, but also what your strengths are. What are you doing at the moment that's really working, and so you should continue doing it.